the Super Bowl halftime. How you feel about Kendrick's
Oh
performance?
man, Kendrick killed it.
Okay.
Killed it.
Okay.
You know, the storytelling, the performance, the showmanship.
Yeah.
This isn't just a rap beef. This is war, a battle for dominance, fought in plain sight but controlled from the shadows.
Drake is once again trolling Lucien Grange, the CEO of UMG, by posting his daughter-in-law. He also unfollowed everybody on his burner and now only follows her. Messing with the labels like this is a very risky move.
Kendrick Lamar just set the industry on fire with his Super Bowl performance. Pusha T is sending cryptic messages. Drake is lashing out at industry giants, even targeting their families.
Has a rich baby daddy named Lucien and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy.
And behind it all, a secret power struggle is playing out, one that could change the rap game forever. Is Kendrick's success being manipulated? Is Drake fighting a battle he can't win? And most importantly, who's really in control?
I talked to a UMG executive earlier today, and he was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know this to be the case, but it seemed like he trying to get out his deal. This is like a strategic play to get out his.
Strap in, because this isn't just music. This is a chess game at the highest level, and someone is about to lose. It was the biggest stage in the world. Millions of eyes locked on one man, Kendrick Lamar. The Super Bowl L48 halftime show wasn't just a performance, it was a statement. As he stood there, bathed in golden light, the energy in the stadium was electric. Every word, every movement was calculated. He wasn't here to entertain, he was here to dominate, and he did. The moment his voice cut through the air, the entire industry felt it. His performance wasn't just a showcase of skill, it was a power move. A reminder of why he was one of the greatest. But while the world cheered, not everyone was celebrating. Because this wasn't just about music. This was about something much bigger. Something that would send shockwaves through the entire rap game. One man watching from the sidelines knew exactly what had just happened. Pusha T. A rapper known not just for his talent, but for his ability to play the long game. And as the world replayed Kendrick's performance, analyzing every detail, Pusha took to social media with a knowing smirk. He didn't need to say much. A simple post, just a few words, was all it took. Mission accomplished. For those who had been following the years-long battle between Pusha T and Drake, this wasn't just a compliment, it was a signal, a message that something was shifting. That maybe, just maybe, Kendrick's performance was the final piece in a carefully crafted strategy. But while Kendrick was cementing his legacy, Drake was making headlines for an entirely different reason. His relationship with Universal Music Group, the powerhouse label behind some of the biggest artists in the world, was crumbling, and he wasn't being quiet about it. Drake's Instagram became a battleground. He posted about Lucien Grange, the CEO of UMG. Then, in a move that caught everyone off guard, he started targeting Sofia Richie, Grange's daughter-in-law. At first, it seemed random, but nothing Drake does is random. Unfollowing industry figures, posting cryptic messages. It was clear. He wasn't just lashing out, he was sending a message. The question was, why? What was happening behind the scenes that was pushing Drake to go after the very people who helped build his empire? Industry insiders started connecting the dots. What if Drake wasn't just playing the villain? What if he was trapped? For years, rumors had swirled that Drake's deal with Universal Music Group wasn't as sweet as it seemed. Yes, he was one of the most successful artists in history. Yes, he had power. But did he have control? Some believed he was trying to break free, that he wanted out. And if that was true, then this wasn't just about petty drama. This was about business. A battle not just for clout, but for independence. But escaping a machine like UMG? That's not easy. And Drake knew that if he wanted to make a move, he needed leverage. That's where things got messy. Pusha T wasn't done. He watched as Drake's actions got more erratic. Watched as fans tried to piece together the puzzle. Then, when the moment was right, he dropped another cryptic message. Mission accomplished. It was vague, but it didn't need to be clear. The internet did the rest. Was Pusha T hinting that Kendrick's performance had weakened Drake's position? Was he suggesting that something bigger was at play? Whatever the meaning, one thing was clear. Pusha knew something the rest of the world didn't. Then, the story took another turn. Reports surfaced that Drake was taking legal action against Universal Music Group. The accusation? That UMG had artificially boosted Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, pushing it through algorithms, manipulating its success. If true, this would change everything. This wasn't just a rap, feud. This was industry warfare, a battle over power, influence, and control. Drake was saying the quiet part out loud, that the music industry didn't just react to beef, it controlled it. That behind every viral moment, every spontaneous success, there were invisible hands pulling the strings. But was he exposing the truth, or was this just an excuse for a lost battle? Then, things got personal. Drake had already set his sights on Lucian Grange, but now he went after his family, Sophia Richie. Why? Some believed it was a scare tactic, a way to hit Grange where it hurt. Others thought it was an act of desperation. One thing was certain, this wasn't just business anymore. Drake was breaking the rules of the industry, and that's dangerous. But for those who had followed Drake's career, this wasn't surprising. He had done this before. Whether it was mentioning an opponent's wife in a song or throwing subliminal shots at women connected to his rivals, it was part of his playbook. But was it still working? This time, people weren't laughing. The industry wasn't rallying behind him, and for the first time, it felt like the tables were turning. The music world watched closely. Would Drake's legal battle with UMG go anywhere? Would his attacks on industry figures cost him power? And most importantly, was this the beginning of the end of Drake's reign? Or was this just another chapter in a game that never truly ends? Because here's the thing. This was never just about three rappers. This was about how the industry works, how narratives are shaped, how success is manufactured, how power shifts from one artist to another. Was Kendrick Lamar's performance part of a bigger plan? Was Drake fighting a losing battle against forces too big to control? Or was this just another reminder that in the music business, nothing is ever what it seems? One thing's for sure, this story isn't over. And when the next move is made, we'll be watching.